Hello, everyone. It's Thursday night. What does that mean? It's InFocus YXE. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes. Damien, how are you this week?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. The weather is warm. The weather is warm, and that has my spirits out. And the week got away from me, so I actually ended up taking the photos today for tonight. And I was out driving around.
That's fine.
It was just warm, and it was just a beautiful day. And I know there's a pandemic, and I know a lot of us are still dealing with issues and loneliness and things like that. But just to get outside and the air doesn't hurt your skin. It was just absolutely wonderful.
It makes a whole new world, especially when we're stuck in a pandemic, right? Where the only place you can go is outside, really. It's just nice to go and not worry. Although things can happen. So today we were visiting a friend of ours at a dog park. We did outdoor walk together. And my daughter, who's 4, found a mud puddle. And this is a child who hated mud last spring. Like, would not go near it, would not touch it. From her chin to her feet. And I checked the puddle afterwards to make sure there was no dog poop in it because it was a dog park. And I think we're good. But let me just say, this is going to be the first time we've done a heavy wash on this snowsuit.
Ooh, oh, that's a good thing. Maybe try the steam cycle. But, you know, if you're all wet, I remember when you get wet like that, you come home and there'd be a hot bath, hot shower, and there's that feeling of just the warmth after kind of a spill in the cold like that. So, yeah, I'm sorry, but she's okay?
Oh, no, she wasn't. That wasn't a spill. That was intentional. She was smearing herself. Yeah, no, she is.
Okay.
Kids change quick, and she is a whole new kid this year. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Before we bore people too much, why don't we get on and try and get a photo up as quickly as possible? And we can keep talking about it then.
You know what? Yeah, let's get down to business.
Here's how it works. We're going to show you a photo. It's going to be blurry at first, and we're going to have
much like my photography / videography.
Comment, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're watching, comment. First person who accurately guesses the photo based on the rules that Damien and I will decide who the winner is in the comments will win a prize.
And I think we decided that I'm allowed to make bets, but you're not.
Well, you are, but then you can't. Yeah. The rules change every week. If you want the complete contest rules are available at noyxe.com/contest-rules. So you can go there. But I think it's actually time for the first rule. First
rule? No, first photo. Yeah, let's do the first photo.
Here we go.
It looks like lightning.
I purposefully made this one hard.
Good. Because, it's been too easy.
Well, because I think when it gets easy, it's going to be too easy.
That's
we have
fair.
2 guests already. 2 guests from the same person already. Dennis Gilbertson, is it a dog? No.
Okay,
that's a dog.
You know what, Dennis? That's points for effort, but no. Yeah. If that was a pic, that would be a funky looking dog.
Is it a marshmallow?
Okay. Just keep trying.
Well, you know what, Damien?
Yeah?
We have a winner.
What? After dog and marshmallow, we got a winner?
Yes, we have a winner. So we're going to go back to this. And this week, because my TV broke down last week, here we go.
Oh, you do have something. I was all worried with no TV in the background. I like this. It's like popcorn.
That was quick, and hopefully our guest is around and ready to go because we told them a little later because it takes a little longer. Here's the correct answer. Bessborough.
Hey!
We'll take that. Delta Bessborough. Isn't that incredible that they got that so quickly?
You did have to make that hard because, that would be an easy guess.
And we have another one here, the best. That was Dawn, but she came in, still 704, but in our aggregated responses, Jackie Kripke got that in sooner. So that's the correct answer. So what I'm going to do here is maybe what I'll do is I'll put us back here, and I'm going to bring in a shot just a little less blurry, and then we'll talk about what the prizes that they won. And I guess I can get rid of our they won effect, right?
No, it's got to be on for the rest of the show now. There's no killing like overkilling.
Here's a little less blurry when I thought by the time we'd get to this one that people would actually get it, but I'm surprised.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of easy to make out when it gets to that point.
Oh, and you can see it's got the safety gate for the falling ice.
The scaffolding's still in place, and I thought we might even use that as a talking point when we got to it, but we didn't. So that's that. Congratulations to Jackie Kripke, and she's the winner. And Damien, I'm really excited that we have a new prize sponsor tonight.
We do?
Prize sponsor is...
so it's not a T-shirt?
Sponsor, well, come on, the T-shirts are hot. We're still going to give away
I
T-shirts.
love
We're always giving away T-shirts.
This is what I want to win. This is my goal, is to get a T-shirt.
Tonight, we're giving away to Jackie. Congratulations. She's won 2 bottles of Deadly Dan.
What is Deadly Dan?
Deadly Dan is a new hot sauce that's out on the market, and there's 2 different kinds of Deadly Dans available. She's won a bottle of OG, which is the original gangster. And I don't know a lot about the Scoville units, but this is 350,000 Scoville units.
Well, like in the entire bottle or in a drop?
I don't know if it, well, I don't know if it's by volume. I don't think it is. I think it's by,
I don't think it is, but I'm kind of hoping, I'm hoping it's like they just took all the Scoville units per drop and then added them together, because that's a lot of Scovilles.
And there's something falling in the kitchen. I don't know. There's
another
bottle, Zombie Punch. Now this might be, I might try this. I don't like a lot of hot stuff because I can't tolerate. This is only 3,500 Scoville units, which when I first read that, I thought that was a lot. But
yeah, until you see the OG one.
350,000. I think they have other products that are around 1 million Scoville units. So congratulations, Jackie, you won that. These products are amazing. I've been told. I still have to try it myself. I'm looking forward to trying it. You can pick them up. I know that they're available at all 3 Saskatoon Co-op Wine Spirits Beer locations, 8th Street, Meadows Market, and Blairmore, and you can pick it up there. They're great products, and a lot of people are cooking at home, and you might be able to use that.
I can feel myself sweating from the heat already, and I'm just imagining. But yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Jackie's really happy with the prize. Thank you, Deadly Dan. And there's a little emoji here from Dennis. I don't know if he's upset that he didn't win or what. Don had guessed the TD building, which was a good guess because it was that kind of building shape too, but that wasn't correct in this case. We have a guess, and there's a theme. We're trying with our first guest to have some sort of theme with all these, the first photo. And tonight I'd like to bring in
What's our theme? Who's our guest? Do I know this guest?
You might. I was going to pull back for 3 decades to a joke about, I think it was 3 decades ago, the Toronto Maple Leafs drafted, I think it might have been the London Knights. They drafted the first 5 rounds of drafts, or 4 or whatever, went to the London Knights, players of the London Knights, and the joke was that their scouting bus must have broken down in London, Ontario, because that's all the people they played. So my joke is, my car must have broken down in front of your house. Because it's the Kent Show. Please welcome Graham Kent to join us.
Hello.
There he is.
Welcome.
That was a long setup for not much payoff. I'm sorry, but I was thinking about that today, so you have to tolerate it.
It's okay. Graham knows what he's doing, so he can start making us sound good.
Graham is an awesome guy, and he's been producing a podcast here in Saskatoon called Dr. Frightful. Tell us a bit about your podcast to start with.
So the Dr. Frightful podcast, called Dr. Frightful Presents a Podcast. I know it's a complicated title. It's a horror anthology comedy series in the vein of Tales from the Crypt Keeper or The Hilarious House of Frightenstein. So basically what it is each episode is hosted by Dr. Frightful himself. As you can see, I've got some Dr. Frightful posters behind me. So every episode's hosted by Dr. Frightful, and then it goes into a radio play from a local playwright. So every episode's written by a different person. Then we have a collective of voice actors who act throughout the episode, and then I edit and do all the sound effects.
I've watched the podcast. I didn't watch. I listened to the first. Well,
how did it look?
The last episode.
Yeah,
I listened to the last episode.
How did it look? No. Tell me. How was the visual style?
Well, it was dark. Yeah. So I was taking my dog to the doggy daycare. But the production values are huge. Like there's multiple voices. There's music. I mean, I've done podcasts, but it's nothing near the production values that you put into that. How many episodes can we watch right now?
There's currently
listen to.
There's 13 full episodes, and then there's an introductory episode that's about half the length. So there's 14 total.
And if we're interested in watching it, or if we're interested in listening to it, where can we listen to it?
Do you want me to take over for Bidian?
Yes, take over.
Graham, where's your podcast?
Everywhere. If you have a device that can listen to podcasts, you can find it. So we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Google Podcasts, we're on Spotify, we're on the weird app that I use called Podcast Republic. Also, you can listen on my website. You can listen on my hosting website. It's everywhere. There's no excuse. You can find it. So that's my personal website. That'll take you right to the page. It's got all 13 episodes plus the introduction right at the top. And then it's got a breakdown of each episode, who was in it, who played what. And then the beautiful artwork. Each episode has an original illustration done by Maureen Shimnosky. So each one has a new piece of art. It's worth it just for the art. Go look at that.
The stories are okay too.
Yeah, the stories are all right.
Okay, I have a question now that I can think straight.
Yeah.
I listened to, I guess, your latest episode, which is probably the last. Do you have to listen to them in any particular order? Should you start at the beginning?
No order at all. There's a bit of there's some like callback jokes. Like episode 8 is an interview with Dr. Frightful, and in episode 10 there's a joke that's related to that, but it's not. It's episodic, so you don't need to watch everything to understand everything.
So it helps, but it's not like watching the Marvel movies out of order.
Exactly. Yeah.
So here's the tie-in. We asked. We have the best bro, and we brought Dr. Frightful on to talk about the best bro, because there's always rumors that the best bro has been haunted. And I understand you've done a bit of research.
I have.
And what can you tell us about the best bro?
Okay, so then the research that I was doing, there are many ghosts at the Delta Bessborough, but there are 3 ghosts that are the most common that you'll see. So the first one is a former staff member. You can see him late at night in the ballroom. He wears a gray suit and a fedora. So often when you're walking through the ballroom late at night, you'll see him sitting there. He'll wave at you. He's a former staff member who died in the ballroom. Because what had happened, there's a crack in the floor. And I think it was in the 30s. There was a pretty rambunctious party happening. And he went to go deal with the noise complaint. And what happened was 2 of the people at the party grabbed him and threw him over the balcony. He fell 8 floors, hit the concrete, and cracked it. And that's where you can see him now. He'll wait in there, and he's often cleaning. He's the nice ghost. Now the second ghost. The second ghost is the scary one. And this is actually... this is more of like a public service announcement, because if you are ever on the 3rd floor of the Bessborough and you see a short woman who looks really tired, don't acknowledge her, because that's a ghost. If you don't acknowledge her, she'll just walk by. Everything will be fine. If you try to talk to her, the 3rd floor.
Third floor.
Yeah. And if you try to talk to her, she runs at you, screams, and then disappears. That's pretty spooky. Yeah.
That is spooky.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
I believe in people running at me.
Yeah.
That would be scary.
I do.
So have you become a bit of a Saskatoon expert on ghosts because of your research for Dr. Frightful?
No, actually. A lot of my the stuff that I've written for the podcast is like horror adjacent. So I did one that's it's the second episode of the series called Sasquatch, which is spelled SASK-watch. So it's about a guy who runs into a Sasquatch in Cypress Hills. So it's kind of spooky, but it's more funny. There's some episodes of the podcast written by Joanna Arnett and Caitlin Polishchuk that are actually quite scary. So every episode has a ghost scale from 0 to 5 ghosts. So you can check in the description if you want to avoid the scarier ones.
So this might be a good answer to the question that we have here. Is it comedy or scary?
It's both.
I think the episode I listened to, I didn't watch it, I listened to.
Good job, Ian. Way to go.
I'm getting better. There is a routine about microwaved burritos.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I don't remember that one. Which episode is that, Graham?
That's episode 13, Elysium Fields, written by Jenica Greenkey.
Yes, I did just listen to that one.
We have some more questions and things for you, but Graham, are you able to stick around?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't I put up the next photo so people can start guessing that, and we can keep this conversation going, and there's a couple other points or comments here I want to bring up.
Question.
So I'm going to bring up... Yes.
Wait, I have a question. It's very important. Can Graham guess and or bet?
Graham can guess, because Graham doesn't know the two next to.
That's true.
Okay.
Well, he can guess in his head.
He's not allowed to speak.
Not allowed to
Not
say.
allowed, because that gives him an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
And again, this one's starting really blurry. So there it is.
Well, that's easy, Ian. Look at that.
Yeah.
And before I forget it, Ari here is pointing out that Meewasin has some amazing resources on the gargoyles of the best. And they are really interesting, the gargoyles. They're a little different than other buildings would have across Canada. But yeah, there's really cool and interesting things about that building. It's a fascinating building. So there it is.
I'm going to look those up.
So the other thing we're going to talk about while people have their chance to do this is on this day,
What happened on this day, Ian?
1922, the first vampire film, Graham, how do you say it?
Nosferatu.
Premieres in the Berlin Zoological Garden, Germany. It's an adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula. So yet another tie-in, which brings us to a question for our audience. If you're having trouble guessing what the photo is, maybe you can comment something else. What is your favorite horror, ghost, or zombie movie or series? So you know what that means.
What does that mean, Ian? I don't know what that means.
That means
it's mystery. I'm scared.
Damien, what's your answer?
Oh, right. That means I have to talk. That's a really tough one for me to answer because I'm not really into that genre. Although I was really big into Walking Dead, which is like what 6-7 years ago.
Yeah. I was into that for a while too. Yeah, absolutely. That's a legitimate answer. What about you, Graham?
I would say the comics of The Walking Dead would be top of my list, but nothing tops the George A. Romero zombie movies. Day of the Dead's kind of goofy, but he's sort of the one who invented the modern form of zombie movies. So they're always going to be my favorite.
We have a couple of guesses here. We'll get those in. Jeffrey Straker. It's the Old Victoria Bridge. Boom! Jeffrey, excellent guess. Excellent guess. And I can see from the blurry picture why you might think that, but that's not the correct answer. We have another one here. University Bridge. No, we have two bridge answers, but it's not the correct bridge. Thank you for guessing, Sylvia.
I think Jeffrey gets points for confidence because he boomed his answer. He thought he was 100% there.
There's a less blurry picture, so we'll see if people can figure that out. Thanks for asking, Graham and Damien, but I think I'm going to pick a horror movie, and I'm going to go back to a classic, The Silence of the Lambs, for my choice.
Good choice.
It's pretty vicious, and of course the acting in it is amazing. Some great.
I have a small problem with the Silence of the Lambs because it shows my level of nerdiness and like lack of culture. I read the book when I was a teenager, and I've never seen the movie.
What?
Yeah, I know,
you went
right?
to film school.
I know.
Okay, brothers, settle down.
I think I skipped the good classes.
No laughing at your brother.
Okay,
But keep moving along here
Mike.
because we're not getting a lot of guesses.
It's because we're too entertaining. That's the problem.
Clearly.
Oh, here's a good guess. I can see why that would be. Mike is saying metal people art at turnaround by Old Farmers Market in the 19th. So I think that's probably in reference to, is it the 1812? I think that's in the middle of that turnaround. Is it some sort of statue for that? It's not the right answer, but I can see how you would see that out of that. That's a very good guess, Mike.
That is a good guess.
I think I know what this is. I won't say.
You better not.
I think it's a good guess.
Jeffrey's talking. Be quiet.
Yeah. Yes. Thanks for playing, Jeffrey, and thanks for your advice there. It is a good guess. Good work, Mike. But that's not it. Do you think you know what it is, Damien?
I think I do. I think Graham does too. And I don't know if we're both talking about the same thing, but we'll find out.
I think I'm going to insist on the official name of what this is.
Oh, then I don't know.
Ari, 1984, Crimes of Passion with Anthony Perkins. I haven't seen that. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Maybe Ari, if he's still listening and watching, so you can do that. He can.
Because we're fancy, not just like some sort of podcast where you just listen to it. One medium. Of course, we have no talent.
Note to self: don't bring brothers on again.
Why? I don't see a problem here.
Yeah, neither do I.
Sylvia guesses train bridge. It's a good guess, but it's certainly taking on the look of a bridge, I think, possibly, if you squint. But is it a pedestrian bridge, maybe? Is it a train bridge? Is it a vehicle bridge? We don't know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Is it a zombie bridge? Is it a ghost bridge?
Over the River Kwai?
Is that a scary movie?
No.
It is a movie. It can be scary in some senses.
Yeah, I guess so.
Another guess from Ari. The CN train bridge. Good guess. Not it.
Oh, I see one for Bill.
Bill Redicop's guessing. CP, and CN. Good guesses.
Cover the bases.
Right answer.
Cover the bases.
But we're warm. We're skating around the pond. We're on the right pond. Can we say that?
Sure.
Bridge over troubled water. Well, some years it could be troubled water, maybe flowing under it.
Well, if it's the River Kwai.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah. Okay. I think if we do one more, we're going to get the right answer. If we don't get it.
All right. Everybody pay attention. Fingers on keys. Where is it?
It's
Ian,
coming in. Here it comes.
Where is it? There.
It's coming.
Okay, I was right.
And I think we have.
I was not.
Answer. We have the right answer. That's close enough. I'd certainly like a more fulsome answer, but I think we'll have to accept this because it's going to work. There it is.
I think it looks like I'm just watching the answers come in. It looks like Harvey's going with the Dennis Gilbertson method of just like throw as many things at the wall as you can.
So what happens if you have a
it's
right
a valid
answer,
strategy,
and then you do a wrong answer? it is valid. I'm going to try something different, Damien. I'm going to go like this.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to bring
we're all going to have the winner lights?
There it is.
Ooh. Ian, there's no limit to what you can do with these things.
Yeah.
Isn't this amazing program?
It's astounding. Blows the graphics from 1984 out of the window.
Mike and Cook just guessed Gordie Howe Bridge. North Circle Bridge. All these are close. Traffic bridge, but the correct answer is the Chief Mistawasis Bridge, and that's from Ari.
Mm-hmm. And that looks like it was taken from the dog park.
That's exactly where it was taken from. It is the Chief Mistawasis Bridge. I got to get back over here and somehow turn that stuff off. Congratulations, Ari. You are the
way to go, Ari. What does he get?
He gets a T-shirt, which you were dissing.
Not dissing. I want one.
We can get you on. Congratulations, Ari. You've won a T-shirt from our KnowYXE.com Facebook page. Get in touch with us, and we'll send you a code so you can pick out your shirt, and you should have it in a couple weeks after you order it. That's wonderful. The Chief Mistawasis Bridge. Maybe we'll take a look at what I'm calling the reveal photo here quickly. As soon as I can get that up. Here we go. And
it's coming any second now. There it is.
Dog Park glory. There it is.
Yeah.
A lot of foreground. Maybe that throw people off. And of course, I don't use it that often. I don't know if you do. Ari says he'll share. So maybe if he gets the right size, we can share with you.
We'll cut it in half. We each get half.
You can wear the front and wear the back or something like that.
I was thinking left, right, split, but yeah, that works too.
Graham, did you have it when you were saying you thought you knew what it was?
No, I was off.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was the Borden Bridge because it's haunted.
Well, maybe it's the point in time where, this might be easy for people to get this next one as I load it up. I'm going to hint that, given your expertise, Graham, that we should have you back closer to October.
Yeah.
Would you be interested
when
in being back for
the
that?
second season of my podcast starts?
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah. Almost like we planned it. No, that's too wild.
Ian, can I direct you?
We'll have a spooktacular episode. What? Yes.
Ooh, can I direct you? I want you to bring up the most recent comment. No, not that one. The second most recent. Yeah. Now, I know I've done this before, But because 2 of her sons are on now, I get to say, that's our mom. And it does sound like Christmas
Aw.
dinner because we Zoomed it this year.
Yeah.
Okay, so you set yourself up here, Graham. Somebody
Okay,
wants to
so
hear the Borden
on
Bridge story.
the old Borden Bridge, so not the one that you currently use. It's the one that's no longer in use.
Is it part of the
There's
Trans-Canada Trail?
not the
Or
one
is
that's
it
part of
not?
the Trans-Canada
Okay.
Trail. It's the one that it's just there. I think it's just like a historical
Didn't
marker
somebody
now.
buy it or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Which would be very sad if they get rid of it because there's an old ghost story about a school bus that went over the edge of the Borden Bridge. So apparently, if you park there at night and turn off your lights and wait, you'll feel the car get pushed. And if you look on your bumper, you'll see a bunch of little hands, which are the kids trying to push you into the water. Spooky.
Because they're lonely?
That is scary.
I guess so.
Man.
And by the way, I just brought it up. This is the third and final photo of the evening that is up here now. So please feel free to comment if you think you know what it is. And Ari is saying, sorry to run and win and run,
To
but
win
that's
and run.
fine, Ari. That's okay. You got your prize. You can head out.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Let's make this easy.
Okay. How?
By showing a less fuzzy photo.
That's a great idea. Let's do that one.
We're not getting any more comments about favorite horror movies or anything like that. I thought people would be interested in sharing theirs. Here's less fuzzy. There you go. And I look at it, and I took the photo, and I think it's too easy, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think I got it.
Sylvia's commenting. She likes your photo, or I guess your story. I mean,
I think she's talking about the ghost story. I don't think she's
Yeah,
particularly impressed with your photography, Ian.
yeah, it could
It's
be
a bit out
problem.
of focus.
Yeah. I mean, points for framing, but next time, turn
It
the
takes work
autofocus
then.
on.
You take out of focus photos,
That's what I try to tell my clients.
and we may have we don't have a right answer.
No? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Am I giving too much away with my
There's a-
O's?
maybe not. But that's close, but not the right answer.
Is she skating around the pond, Ian?
She's skating around the pond. She's on the right pond. In the right area code, shall we say.
Area code's pretty
David?
broad. Yeah.
Any big
Popcorn?
plans for the weekend?
Oh, no. No, I have no plans for the week. Is it the weekend? I guess it's Thursday, isn't it?
It's Thursday.
I'm going to make plans tomorrow. What about you, Graham?
Oh, well, I'm writing a grant.
Fun.
Life of an Artist. But I'm also going to get outside because it's quite warm right now.
It's awesome.
so, yeah.
Oh, I see popcorn.
Is that popcorn? It's supposed to
That
be
looks like-
confetti. I
Well,
think it is popcorn.
I'm calling it popcorn.
What does that mean?
Because popcorn is awesome. It means somebody's awesome because they won.
Congratulations, Mike and Cook.
Miken, you have made so many guesses. Congratulations. Feels good
It
to
is
win,
the
doesn't it?
Ferris wheel at Rotary Park. Oh, I hear somebody in the background. Is she
I don't
coming
know
on the
who
show?
that could be.
Hello.
3 family members of the show. Ian,
That's-
you're officially outvoted.
That's Viv. Yes.
This is the one I was talking about earlier that was covered in mud from here down to her toes.
You asked her for her, so she thinks mud is fun.
Did you have fun in the mud? You just wanted to say hi? Say hi. Do you see Uncle Graham there? Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Congratulations, Mike, and your prize tonight is a $25 gift certificate to Wendell Clark's Classic Grill and Bar.
Wait a
We
minute.
love
Is that
Wendell
the same
Clark's
photo?
Classic Grill and Bar.
We
That's
do.
no, I pulled back to get this photo here. To give the kind of reveal photo.
Yeah,
Did she win?
she did. Miken did.
Mike and one.
Mikey
We're really
won
happy,
and
really
she
thankful that we
won.
have Wendell Clark's Classic
Oh,
Grill and Bar. They've been a great partner for the YXE Sports Podcast on this, and they have great food. The only way I can really describe it is the food is real food. I love their chicken tenders or chicken fingers, if you want to call them, but the chicken tenders. They're delicious. They're beautiful, and a joy to eat. They have a great ribeye on special every now and then, and their wings are to die for. Damien, they have a garlic Parmesan butter wing, which is just incredible, absolutely incredible. You would love it. We should actually get out there and do wing night some night when we can, have
Sold.
people that are not from and people from different bubbles out together.
When the
That'd
bubble
be
expands.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So Mike and me get in touch with us, and we'll make arrangements to get that gift certificate into your hands so you can enjoy some food. They have takeout, they have delivery as well, and you can eat in. I go there every Monday to record the podcast, and I feel completely safe there at Wendell Clark's Classic Grill and Bar. Seems like Mike's happy. Cute. I think that's a reference not to the gift certificate, but probably to Viv.
I assume so.
It could be me though.
I think
let's
it
be
could be
fair.
you. Yeah. Graham.
I stand corrected. It's
Before I
definitely
forget-
Graham.
Yeah.
Before I forget, I should say thank you, Graham, for attending. I'm not saying you have to go or anything, but we are going to wrap up the show here. But I want to thank you before I say goodbye and we end the broadcast. Thank you so much for coming, and we certainly have you back for our spooktacular episode sometime in the fall. I want to remind people of some other things that are happening around here. If you want the sauce, you can get that at deadlydan.com, or you can get it at all three Saskatoon Co-op Wine Spirit beer stores available in town. The other thing I want to share with people is, again, your link, grahamkent.com. If you went there, could they find a link on that page to Dr. Frightful?
All the episodes are embedded there, but you can, if you have a podcasting app, you can find it there. Just search Dr. Frightful Presents. You'll find it no problem.
In fact, when I found it, I just looked up Dr. Frightful. So you only have to do like a word and a half, and you're in.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We're growing our network. If you have a show idea you want to share, please feel free. We're always looking for great and new show ideas. I'm really excited. We have a couple shows coming up that we're not quite ready to announce. But we think that in a couple of weeks we'll have even more shows. We just launched this week our show on Tuesdays called Let's Chat. It's a show that's in Arabic, and it's doing really well. If you're interested in advertising our shows, you can reach us at sales@intheknow.yxe.com. I want to remind you we haven't done it the last few weeks, equipment failure and cold, but this Sunday we are for sure back at it. Slow
This
TV
time for
YXE.
sure.
This time for sure, because Damien's going to come help me. Monday nights, the Sports Podcast out of Wendell Clark's. Wednesday is our game show. It's not our game show. Sorry, Wednesday is the Green Room YXE. It's our music show with Leslie Stanwick and Johnny Sinclair. And they've been talking to some real interesting folks from around the country and in Saskatoon about the local music scene. I think that kind of wraps up everything I want to talk about here. Thank you so much, everyone. Damien, thank you again. Are you able to come back next week, Damien?
Oh, yeah, I'm back next week. You're stuck with me now.
Excellent. Graham, thank you so much for being such an excellent guest. And I think we're going to wrap it up and say goodnight, and we'll see you next week, Thursday, 7 p.m., right back here. Bye for now.